Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I have a huge mosquito bite right here. The mosquitoes are out like crazy here. It is Saturday, June the 7th. We're going to do some work in the garden. Terry's working on the irrigation. I want to get some trellises done. I bought a couple of new starts just to put in to fill in the garden. I want to get it fertilized as well. So that's what I'm going to do out there. I'm just going to start my thermosol because the bugs are crazy. So I want to get this started before I go out. So it's fully working. So I'm just having my coffee, doing a couple things inside before I head outside to do the garden. I have to open up this window here. It's probably going to be another hot day. Plus, we are getting effects from the wildfires here in my area. And so it's really muggy out and smoggy. I was gonna do a garage sale, and then I thought to myself, you know what? I'd rather be more planned. I need another table. I'm gonna do a garage sale later on in the summer when I can plan it better. So I'm gonna do that probably July, I think. I'm gonna grab some ice in my big cup here. I took spaghetti sauce out yesterday to have for dinner yesterday, and then I got home late because I was out with my mom doing some errands and running around. We're spending the day together. It's my birthday this month. She treated me to a pedicure with her, which was really nice. We were out yesterday doing stuff. I got back at like 7. Terry had eaten, and I'm like, I didn't quite feel like making the spaghetti last night late because we usually go to bed at like 8:30. We're people that go to bed early here. So we're gonna have spaghetti tonight for dinner, which is great because I don't have to think about cooking. Big straw. Terry picked me up this yesterday, the KitchenAid attachment for the dicer and all that stuff, which is great because it's gonna be great for canning. Also, because prep work and stuff like that. So pretty happy about that. Big water. Nice sip of coffee. I picked my rhubarb the other day, pulled it out from the garden. I was gonna make rhubarb mint concentrate, but I think I'm gonna make like rhubarb strawberry pie filling instead. I'm gonna put this in the freezer instead of the fridge, and that way I gotta clean up this upstairs freezer too. That way I'll have it. So I'm gonna do some fertilizing. I bought a couple new starts, some English cucumbers and some red peppers. And then I bought bamboo skewer sticks, long ones, that I want to try and tie up my tomato plants in that, to trellis them with that. And then we bought this big shelf at Costco in the fall, I believe, or early this year. And we put wood down as the base because it holds all my canning jars, and there was crates in it. So I'm gonna try and use those as trellises to repurpose them because they're strong. We're gonna be out in the garden today. I'm excited. We're finally getting into everything, and I will see you guys out there. Here's my little shelf with a lot of my stuff for my garden. These are the bamboo skewers that I think that I'm gonna put in the garden to trellis up my tomatoes and stuff because they're long, they're tall, so that might be good. So I'm gonna try these for that. I picked those up at Walmart, and they were like $5.97 and they were 15. I'm like, what is over there? It's just the box. It's the wind. I'm crazy. So on my Petals and pour overs part of my channel, the podcast, I'm going to share all the costs associated with everything with this garden. That's where I kind of break down everything and kind of talk about more of the real life things, about how much things cost, about what I spend, all of that stuff. That's what I'm putting on my podcast part of my YouTube channel. And then like this part is just gonna be more of my gardening, more of my cooking and my preserving and stuff. So check that out. Here's where I keep my fertilizers and that. I use sometimes a soil enhancer, and it's a marine soil enhancer. I have some bone meal left. I picked up some organic blood meal as well. And then Terry picked me up this because I asked him to, and this is just all-purpose garden fertilizer, 20-20-20. It's the Gulf Green one. I didn't want the Miracle Grow one because it's synthetic. This one might be, but there's just so much around Miracle Grow that I'm like, you know what? I'd rather not. It's recommended for fruit, vegetable, flowers, and garden plants. This is actually water soluble, which is why I wanted this one. These ones aren't. They will take time to break down in your garden bed. With your plants, they're more long acting, and this is a one that breaks down in water. These grades here are the ones that came on that big shelf that we purchased, that we put the boards on for the shelves because my canning stuff's on it. I want to repurpose these as trellises as much as I can, because why not? They're just sitting downstairs. I think I said in my video where I did my garden tour, my last one on June 2nd there, that I want to have trellises that I can move around for the first couple years, because I don't know where I want to put them permanently and where they're going to grow best, because we've only lived in this house for, this is going on our 3rd year, so we just, our second anniversary was in May, so it's only our 3rd summer here. So I want to see where I want to put the trellises before I make like a big decision on where I put them, as well as I want to see what it's going to look like finished, so that I can do it kind of aesthetically as well, because it's nice to have an aesthetic garden. I wouldn't mind having like a nice like area there where I can sit down and enjoy it too. So that's kind of my reasons behind it. So I'm just planting out these starts that I bought from the, I think I got these from Walmart. I got a couple of red pepper starts, and then I got this English cucumber. So I just kind of got them to fill out some of the beds here. So these are the bamboo sticks that I got from Walmart to put with my tomatoes and tie them up. And I need one more for my one tomato, so I think I'm gonna get a couple more packages, because I think they might also be good for the peppers. So Terry's just working on the irrigation, and I'm just doing stuff with maintaining and getting everything started in the garden this day. It is a really nice day out. It is warm, but it's also really breezy, so it was nice. Here I am trying to explain to Terry what is in my mind and what I'm thinking about. It's hilarious. He is such a good sport when I try to do things like this. And here is when we figured out that something was wrong. So I had to go downstairs and help Terry. We are on a well and we were doing the irrigation. I was doing laundry and everything, and something happened to our well. So now we have to go down and fix it. So he just went to get a part. He's just back now. I think it was called a foot valve. I think it's called a foot valve that I went to get, but he needs my help and he is back. So thankfully we have all the irrigation in and done, but now we have to go fix the well. So we're gonna go down there and check it out. It is around, I think 5:30 now. So I've made dinner, which was great. I'm happy that I took that spaghetti sauce out and then we had it tonight because we couldn't use our taps or anything really because the pressure valve went on our well and Terry had to go out and replace that after he got all the irrigation done. And that means that there was a lot of sand in our well, like it kind of kicked up some of the sediment at the bottom. We could use our taps. We had water after he fixed it, but because we're in a dug well in our basement, we had to wait for all that water to kind of have all that sediment go down to the bottom. It's almost like if you shake a bottle with sand in it and you got to wait for the sand to kind of go to the bottom and like the water to be like clean water again. So I wasn't able to use my kitchen sink right now because of the filters that are at the bottom of the tap, like the tap filters there, and the dishwasher I can't use and things like that right now. It's almost back to normal, but I don't want to take a chance. I don't want to use the hot water as well because then that dirt or that sand that's like kicked up in the water, it's going to get into my hot water tank and that's not going to be good because that can ruin the hot water tank. I'm glad I took out I'm glad like I had the pasta from yesterday, like the actual spaghetti sauce that I didn't have to cook anything. Well, I had to heat that up, and then I had some cheese buns that I got with my mom yesterday from the cheese factory that we went to. It's like everything went at once today. It was really weird. It was just like my Philips. I have one of those Philips like Latte Go machines that does like lattes, espresso, coffee, etc. And Terry made a coffee, then I made a coffee. And then when I made a coffee, it stopped and it needs to be like completely cleaned out. And I'm like, well, I can't clean it up now because I can't use my tap. Now we're just waiting for a little bit longer. Hopefully we can take showers tonight. But yeah, so that's what happened with the pump. Some of these days are just what we do on the weekend. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like if you do, subscribe if you can, share if you want, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.